Hey, how are you doing? I hope you are having a fabulous, what is it, Tuesday? A fabulous Tuesday. All right, so we are going back into the world of learning how to do pixel art, really. Okay, so I am going to dive right back in. Maybe I should get my little Pomodoro timer up and working. Hey there, Wayan, how are you? I hope you're having a great one. How are you this Tuesday? And oh, Momo-san. No, you. How are you doing? Are you feeling any better right now? I hope you didn't spend too much time at work or in the office today. You just had your dinner, Momo-san? I'm glad to hear. What do you have? You couldn't wake up today. Well, I mean, that's completely understandable. You were sick. So did you just like not go into the office at all? Ooh, potato chicken. I think I'll need to figure out what that is. Hey there, Bat Moon Official. How are you doing? Ooh, everyone is coming out the woodwork today. It's so awesome to see y'all. And here I was thinking that I'll do like a silent little learning how to do or relearning how to do pixel art stuff as well. I don't know why that chicken keeps frowning. Don't frown, chicken. Momo-san said that they went to the meeting and managed to stay till 3:30 p.m. Well, that's way too dedicated of you. Way too dedicated, but hey, you know, unreasonable bosses are unreasonable bosses. Let's see. Oh, Bad says that they're good. Great to hear. How am I? I kind of came down with not a great like bug or something right before New Year's Eve, which isn't fabulous. So I had done a couple of streams, and I think I did my first like pixel art learning stream, one of those, and my voice just gave up halfway through stream. So still on the mend. Can hear a little bit my voice. Hopefully it's not too unpleasant for all of you who have to listen to it. Happy New Year to you too, Bot. Oops, sorry for smashing the mic right there. Why is this chicken keep frowning? Don't frown, you damn chicken. I didn't train you to frown. See, now I'm really worried that my neutral face, like, is the computer telling me that I've got a resting bitch face? Omomo-san's asked how my day was. It was good. It was really busy, actually. In mainly a good way, I would say. It's just that most people are back from the whole Christmas, New Year kind of breaks, as it were. So a lot of things that I was waiting on for other people kind of came through. Have a nice start to the beginning of the year as well. So yeah, really busy, but it was good. Okay, y'all will just need to forgive the anytime that damn thing goes frowny. I will start the timer though. I don't know why I'm doing it, because it's not as though I focus on like work. Well, not work. Learning while the timer is going through. Because y'all are way too distracting. Oh, Momo-san, you're adorable. Thank you for saying that you're glad that I'm doing good. Well, I will be very happy for you once you are back to 100% as well as no longer going to the office. I just want to make sure that y'all can't hear the YouTube tutorial, right? Because that'll be really boring. So what we're doing today, what I'm doing today is I'm doing a revision. I had done this tutorial before, and it's on how to do portraits, like drawing people. And I'd drawn some people before, like that. So I'd done some portrait stuff. This is a gift for a friend for her birthday. But you know, so I done some of these before. There you go. But it's been such a really long time that I've forgotten everything. I completely forgot even how to do this thing. That's my not so great attempt at doing Zan, who's a streamer on here. Momo-san says that they'll do their best to recover. Good. I'm glad. Oh, thank you for saying it's nice. Yeah, pixelated and animated. The animation isn't that difficult, to be honest. It's only like a couple of frames. In addition, it's super basic stuff. So it's definitely not great, but yeah. Like, it's super simple. But pretty fun. So these are like birthday gifts for the friends. Actually, this is is the first one I did pretty much, and it's my favorite one. Okay, but like the kind of like portraits is like for video games and stuff. Ooh, that's a good guess, remark. I like that. And yet watermark as well, Bud Moon, earlier. Momo-san said that they were supposed to stream for today, but they can't because you spent an hour having dinner. Is it because dinner was really good? Ooh, but looks like Rhymer, my rhyme bot, wanted to give you a clue. That's a really easy clue, isn't it? You might wanna check your spelling though. Rhymerbot, that was way too easy. Or Rhymebot, that was too easy a clue. Let's see. He's showing a Final Fantasy Tactic Advanced kind of art. Momo-san saying that, oh no, they're struggling not to cough while eating, and your Niagara Falls. You got there, bud. Well done. Did they? I miss seeing it. The emotes go wild on screen. But Momo-san, are you eating right now? Eating while coughing is so painful. I'm so sorry having to struggle with that. No worries, but he's like trying to, he's showing different angles for the portrait. It's kind of like full on or 3/4. I think 3/4 kind of seem to make best as well. Momo-san said that they're done with dinner and chilling with me. Aww. You know how to make a little chicken blush? Oh, okay. So, you've redeemed a random owl fact. So I brought back the owl fact. Hey there, Nightsea, how are you doing? I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello, hello. So I brought back the random owl fact, and let's see what the Rhymebot has for us. Rhymebot says that owls are able to change the shape of their eyes to allow more light to enter, giving them excellent vision in low light conditions. Oh, that's not too bad. I didn't know they could change the shape of their eyes, so that is a fact for me as well. Banmoon, you said that you knew that was a word, but you're avoiding it for some reason. Exactly, trust your instinct. Since you kind of can, you've been playing this long enough, you kind of know the kind of words that I would guess as well. And yes, I brought back the owl fact. I think someone's remarking how come it was gone. So I went to dig up more owl facts and whatnot, and then I'm getting Rhymebot to help me answer them, so I'm not too lost in the middle of a stream as well. Hey, Nightsea, how are you doing? Let's see. Momo-san is saying that they think they will clear Genshin while having me accompany them. I am always more than happy to keep you company, Momo-san. Honestly, like, you know, when you said that you were planning to go on stream today, I was going to be like, yep, okay, that's it for my stream. We're going to raid Momo-san. And I also do echo Momo-san and saying, Nightsea! How are you doing? Ooh, Nightsea, you've been doing your dailies and then you play some VN. What's VN? You're redesigning your original character? Oops, wrong. I'm so used to hitting the wrong, that particular key. Ooh. Visual novels, very cool. Oh, and you're redesigning your original character right now. That's super, super cool. Okay. So I'm not sure if I wanna... What? How big did I make these? Wow. What was this canvas size? Where is it? $32, okay. Let's get to a 32. He's doing like a full-on anatomy like drawing lesson, but with like pixel art. How am I supposed to get that little lines and stuff? Right, okay, top lip, bottom lip, equidistant, okay, cool. He's doing like a full-on how do you draw a head lesson, but I'm like, bruh, I've got 10 pixels. What are you talking about? I don't know. Like, I thought I had... Maybe I don't. I thought I had like some palettes set up, but... All right, so he's kind of doing like figure drawing kind of stuff. I'm also actually thinking about something. I just realized that one of the things I set up a very long time ago may not be working. And I don't know when it stops. So if you look down there, the waveform that appears when I speak, it's meant to change the color of the username of the person who last talked in chat. And I don't think it's doing that anymore, is it? Like, it's not changing to Rhymebot's color, but maybe that's because, but I don't think it changed to Nightsea's color either. Like, it didn't change to green. Not me not paying attention to the tutorial. Men tend to be square. Talk for yourself. I'm round and doughy. Okay, I don't know why he's going into like so much like detail. Like he's doing like full on. Okay, this is how you draw a character, but really, no one got time for that. Do we? Let's use a vaguely flesh colored for that one. Let's see. I remember originally taking a lot more away from this tutorial, but you'll see. Oh, this is really nice though, these characters. Okay. Pointy little face. I mean, okay, I don't know whether I actually learned too much from this tutorial, because look at what he's doing here. Does that look like pixel art to you? Like, I'm struggling, rhymers. Okay, it's translation of that. Let's play with eyes. That's one way of. Right. Okay, so this is actually pretty good practice, because I remember you can play with the expression like that slight quizzical. See, that's good. That's a pretty good. See, that one looks pretty cool. Oh, that's interesting. Hey there, Christy. How are you doing? Yeah, you're doing the pixel. He's kind of gone into a slightly lower resolution way of executing it, so it does help, I guess. Ooh, Momo Oppa. glad to hear you're doing good, Christy. Frowny, frowny. Momo isn't an oppa? Are you sure? Somehow I don't necessarily agree with that statement, Momo. You see, Christy is disagreeing with you as well, Momo. Momo, because I can't agree with you all the time. It won't be good for your humility. Hoot hoot to you too, Christy. What are you doing right now, Christy? Have you had your dinner? I am refreshing on how to draw portraits. And this tutorial isn't a great one. Momo-san, you can't do this? I'm sure you can. It rhymes with hark. I'll give you a clue. It rhymes with hark and has 3 syllables. Your brain isn't working? Then that's fine. Just focus on Genshin dailies. You'll be able to guess the rhyme next time. There's always a rhyme. Chrissy's skipped dinner. Oh, because you had dinner. Wait, so did you have dinner already, or did you skip dinner? Did you have an early dinner? And if you're new here, let me pause the tutorial. If you're new here and wondering what on earth we are talking about, you'll be back, Momo. You had better. I'll be waiting with bated breath. See you soon, Momo. Thank you so much for swinging by. Chrissy, are you actually dieting for Chinese New Year? No. Okay, fine. Anyway, so if you are lurking here and wondering what on earth these people are doing, saying random words in chat, that's because I'm This Rhymes with Orange, and with a name like that, I got to have something to do with rhyming, don't I? So each stream, I pick one or more words. And it's a hint, right? A prompt, and I find a secret word that rhymes with it. And if you can guess that secret rhyming word, there's a little bit of a reward that happens in stream. And the rhyme for today, or right now, is hark. Okay. Actually, I think what I probably booped on here is because it needs to be a bit more so I'm not sure if that works. Oh, he actually sketches out. He sketches out the entire damn thing. He actually sketches the entire damned like lines that they use for I think, okay, it might also work because he's using way more pixels than I am. Like, I don't think this works very well for... Like, that's a weird way. Okay, let me... This is really bad, isn't it, Rhymers? Okay, so like, I don't know whether I should be continuing on this particular pixel art journey just because of the resolution at which he's doing this. Okay, it might also be because I did a ridiculously tiny head. Right, so it might be my fault. It might be my fault, Rhymers. Okay, fine. Let's try it again, right? Let's... Is that sort of satisfactory? Should I go bigger? I probably can go bigger, can't I? Ugh. Okay, let's try again, Rhymers. Let's try again. Okay. Okay. That's kind of like a better size head, I guess. Oops. I'm gonna be on the paint tool. Get that going there. Maybe that's a neat trick to be using, right? Like, you know, if I actually... Okay, so one of the reasons why I'm trying to learn pixel art is that because I've always wanted to be, oh gosh, I've always wanted to be able to draw, and I just never learned. So I never learned how to do it, right? And I've always been bitter about that. I think it's such a cool skill to have. And yeah, I just never did. Okay, Let me change the colors up a little bit because this isn't doing me any favors. Okay. I can use that for shadow instead. Oops. And I think, I can't remember when it was, but sometime during the break, not the break, the like COVID kind of like lockdowns and whatnot, I did try following along, like, you know, some tutorials and what, online, so that, like, I thought, you know what, look, you're stuck in your flat, right? Like, no, just learn, right? At long bloody law, just learn. So I did some of like tutorials, and I was like practicing them, like paint. And I guess they might be helpful in this situation, I'm not sure. This is vaguely monstrous, isn't it? It might be because the shade is way too off, but... Whoops. Okay, let's not link it up that way. I don't think that's how I did the previous pixel art tutorials. I don't think it was this. Yeah, this is closer to what I did. Right. I think that's a way of. Okay. So now all right, I guess that head is looking a little bit more like a head that I'm used to thinking of. Okay, a nice mocha mocha. Actually, in this case, I'm not even following the tutorial anymore, rhymers. So I'm adding the blue hair. And Reimers, that's not because it's entirely random. All right, so this is an entirely random, as I was saying about, chocolate skin and blue hair, because Reimers, this is actually closer to what I look like. Let's see. That's it. Okay, I don't think that's where. So I'm kind of like fiddling around with the highlights and whatnot. Okay, I don't like how that bit of the nose was working. Whoops. That's an interesting way of doing it. What I'm doing is I'm also looking at how he's shading. That nose is a lot cuter on the pixel art than on my face. Okay. That actually looks pretty decent. Well, I mean, everything's relative, isn't it? Pretty decent for someone who's forgotten how to do any of this and who's remarking about his own work. So, yeah. Okay. He's done an interesting thing of like linking up the shadows. And I don't think it works very well. Okay, oops. Let me maybe just get eyes out first. Get rid of that. How do I do the eyes? I'm doing the dark gray first. And see how that works out. This is an interesting one because I don't actually recall doing eyes like this before. I think it does give me a lot more control for like how the shapes and all that work. Hey, welcome back, Momo-san. Momo-san says that now they know why I want to learn pixel art again. They look beautiful. I know, right? I mean, look at what it is that he's doing. Like, it's absolutely amazing. And this is like sort of basic stuff, so yeah, I'm trying to get back on that wagon. See, it doesn't work, this color combination just yet. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's see how I think he adds the whites. I wonder what's this, the white that he's done. Right. So he does. Ew. That that doesn't look good. The eye shape is off for me. Not feeling the eye shape, y'all. That's too. I always struggle with the eyes. Let's see, how did I do? Oh, I did super simple. Oh, I didn't do it so anime. Interesting. Momo-san, thank you, but is it what I have on my canvas or what the tutorial is happening? But thank you. I'm struggling with this eye. I don't know if the blue, you know what? Okay, I'll just. Okay, let me pause what he's doing over there. Oh, thank you, Momo-san. I appreciate that. Oh gosh. How is... Maybe I should do gray. Should I be gray-eyed? Let's try gray. Because the black definitely feels like a lot. We should create green. How the Genshin dailies or weeklies coming along? Hey there, Matt. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to me struggling with remembering how to do pixel art. How was your Tuesday? Let's see. We can go darker. Oh gosh, not that dark, darling. I am a different burb. That's because the app I was using for the owl was glitching way too much. It just kept like stopping its tracking halfway through and distorting the head. Just really bizarre thing. So I decided to experiment with a different tracking app that doesn't have the owl in it. So this is the closest I could find for now. So I'm thinking now, should I get a owl in there, or should I do the furry that is an owl? Or should I just be a whole variety of different orange things, you know, like this orange chicken? Can't remember who it was. Was it Geo who said that I look like a Torchic? Which I can't disagree. Momo-san, you left Genshin running. Oh right, okay, so you left it that while running here and there on browsers. And yes, Suslord. Momo-san agrees that I do look like a Torchic. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop angsting about that darn eye, because there's only one, right? So obviously it might look a bit odd. Actually, let's try it this way. Momo-san says that I do look like a Torchic, but the king of Torchics. I'll take that. I'll take that, Momo-san, you sweetheart. Okay, it's time to go back to Genshin and finish it ASAP. Yes, go, finish your dailies and weeklies and monthlies and all that stuff. Even when I was playing Genshin, I was never very good at that, and I haven't logged in months. I entered Sumeru, did a little bit of it, did that awful breaking out the time loop story quest, and then like I think just life got in the way and it didn't continue. Oh, and I think I also like lost the 50-50 and got Katsing instead. I was like, okay, fine, I'm not playing anymore. Mo-san says that it's okay, they think that Genshin is just a casual game. Yeah, and I think that's the thing, right? Like I found myself getting too like fixated on it, like worried about trying to get everything and stuff, and then like when it stops being fun, that's when you know that you're not doing something right. That's slightly cuter. Mo-san says unless you're trying to be a power creep, and you can grind like a madman. Yeah, I know the grinding is really not for me. Mo-san asks, Orange, may they ask a personal question? You can go ahead to ask. I reserve the right not to answer, but sure, go ahead, Mo-san. Let's see. I wonder if that... That's an interesting. Do I want to have a darker brown? Mozan asks if they're wondering, am I Asian? Yes! I'm very Asian. Okay, so like, you know, I'm based in Singapore, right? But I'm an Asian Singaporean, very, very Asian. So I identify as being Indian. My family is biracial, is mixed, right? So I'm part Chinese as well. Matt says that doesn't sound Asian. Well, how dare you? That's actually the one pet peeve that I have. I feel really upset when people.
Look who's first.
RJ coming in with the fake first. Nice. Welcome, RJ. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. You're back in school now, aren't you? Okay. Mozart, I do sound Asian. This is a Singaporean English accent. Right? No? Oh, don't make me sad, y'all. But okay. So I'm a native English speaker, so this is how I speak English. Yes, it is. Like my people, we sound like this. And okay, the reason why I can tell you that this needs a bigger owl. Okay, so so the reason why I say that this is a Singaporean English accent is because I can say la 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 in this accent without it sounding weird or forced or too alien, right? I mean, it's just one of the things that, I mean, some Singaporeans sound like this lah. Like, you know, it's not necessarily. Anyway, I'm protesting too much, aren't I? Momo-san says I sound more Caucasian. I take offense at that. Okay, so actually, I can't remember when it was, last week or something. Someone asked me to put a speak in Singlish redeem, and I did. Okay. Actually, it was super weird. I think that the people who asked me to put that redeem and weren't even Singaporean. So you see, the little avatar is getting angry on my behalf. RJ says I'm due school. You're in school. Is that what you're saying? Yes, Kirsty. I am a cute firebird right now. Mo-san goes, even if you add la or law, still sound like Caucasian that speaks English. Hey, seriously lah. So even if I talk in Singlish, you're gonna say that I don't sound Singaporean or don't sound Asian. Wow. That's damn unnecessary. I'm sulking here. I'm properly sulking here. Momo-san says, I'm sorry, don't feel offended. No, don't worry. I know it's just teasing. And I'm teasing you right back.
Voice effect redeemed.
Now you want to say you're sorry. Sila, Matt got the Singlish already. But I have to tell you, like, it's really difficult for me to just like talk in Singlish without looking at someone. Because, you know, like, okay lah, so you Chinese Singaporeans and like, or Chinese Malaysians, oh no, actually the Malaysians do understand this a bit better lah, right? But Chinese Singaporeans don't understand that there are different kinds of Singlish, right? That the kind that they speak is the more like Chinese kind of Singlish lah. But then, you know, when you talk to Malays, the accent's a bit different. You have like your like your Seoul and whatnot coming into the thing. And of course, when you speak to Tamils or Indians, which I am, right, it's a very different kind of Singlish as well. Like the accent is, again, changes a bit. The words are also a bit different and all that. So it's a bit hard for me to not have a to like just speak in Singlish without a face, because I don't know which accent to slip into. So Momo-san say that what, hit back, you're sorry, it's okay, Singlish can do IRL. Well, I don't think I'll do an IRL stream lah. In person when I meet you, I'll talk in Singlish lah. And then Matt goes, oh, pok now in Singapore. Ah, see? I had to do that. If only there was a camera, I'll take out my ping IC and show you. Alright, okay. So I think that's gone. And okay, look. So the thing is that I consider myself a native English speaker and a native Singlish speaker. It's just that my most natural way of speaking is in English lah, like this. Matt saying, take out something pink? Oh, thank you, Matt. I was just saying, what was it yesterday, that I was hoping that my stream would be more sus, so I appreciate it. Anyway, so I was saying that I started drawing this, and then I figured, you know what, I'll give it brown skin and blue hair, because that's what I am in real life. I'm a 6'2", 187 cm Indian with bright blue hair. If I got time, I'll add the piercings and tattoos. That's the reason why I'm a cute little birdie on Twitch, because it's the furthest thing from reality that I am. Momo-san says, when the sus lord is here, I can be as sus as I want to be with him. I just wanna be sussy. Inspired by Mate, the Mahai sus lord. Hey, Singapore don't use inches or feet unless I like feet. I don't know. You know, I don't think I'll be... Okay, I've never gotten or understood the foot fetish. Not that like I'm kink shaming or anything. I'm saying that ew, gross. It's just that, oh, I just don't get it. I don't despise it. But something in the back of my brain is tingling a little bit. And somehow I feel like Matt would know the answer to this. That there's apparently some kind of neurological... Is it neurological? There's something about sexual attraction. I'm trying to remember. With the bits of your brain that fires off for arousal being near to or next or also adjacent to the one. Is it for feet? But then why would you have a part of your brain for feet? As in like a part of your brain that controls feet? Ah, so Maddie says, yes, very near. Okay, cool. You see, I knew Matt would know that. And it's not because Matt is a sus lord. So, okay, yes, actually, thank you, Bob. I will actually save. Thank you for reminding me. Nope, 23 now. What day is it? Is it the 3rd already? The 4th? 3rd. 03. Anyway, so I was saying that I didn't think that Matt would know this just because it's sus lord. That wasn't a major part of it, but because he is, you know, okay, I'm guessing here, but like biomedical researcher, knows all about the body in more ways than one. And that's why I figured he would know that. Momo-san says that they can't get it too, but they're kind of able to relate the kink that they have. Oh, can you, Momo-san? Pray tell, explain more. I'm assuming your kinks are adjacent to feet. Hands, maybe? In that case, I will get that desk cam soon. Originally was to show the kitten whenever she climbs onto the table and starts smashing my keyboard. But then if it tickles a fancy of Momo-san, one is glad to be of service. Okay. Let's see. These eyes. I wonder if I'm gonna stop faffing around with the eyes for a teensy bit. Should I? Okay, you know what? I'll stop faffing around the eyes for a teensy bit. try and make the hair less. Momo-san says with a gentle little giggle that they don't know how they should explain that. Don't worry, Momo. I'm only teasing. You don't need to say it on chat if you don't want to. I can find out more about it in person when you get to hear more of this English accent. Momo-san, you're based in Malaysia, aren't you? Okay, why is the hair being a little bitch? Okay. So Mosan is based in Malaysia. Do you say Malaysia or Malaysia? I've always wondered. Okay, Momo-san goes on to elaborate. Can we say that kink is just like part of the sex desire? Yeah, I think that's completely fair to say. Like there's, I mean, it's interesting, right? That the word kink has such a pejorative meaning to it. Shano, hi there. How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. And Shano, you can help defend my Asianness to chat and tell them that I actually am Asian. Okay, Shano says they wanted to check in. Am I into old school JRPGs? Actually, I kinda am. I do play a fair. I do spend a fair amount of time in them. Like, don't ask me names for any of them right now, but I have bought them, I've played them. I don't really play them on stream because I feel like it may not be the most entertaining for people, but then again, correct me if I'm wrong, but why? Is there a particular JRPG that you Shin-Oh, how dare you? Shin-Oh says that they've met Orange Me and he's like the shortest white man you've ever met. How dare you? I'm gonna ban you. Don't believe him, Momo-san. Okay, so I met Shin-Oh completely unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone from Twitch that day as well, so I think we were all very surprised. I don't know if the like chained echoes. Look up chained echoes. Okay. Actually, I've got. Ooh, a story-driven JRPG where heroes travel the vast continent of Valandis. Ooh, it does look really good. Oh, it's really nostalgic, isn't it? So it's a new game, but like meant to. Oh, that's super nice, actually. Oh, and the artwork is fabulous. It's so good. That actually gives me an idea for how I might want to do these eyes. It's made by one person. You're kidding. All of this? That's ridiculous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. Shouldn't say it's only $22. Yeah, I noticed $22. And I'm guessing it's not on the winter sale. Nice 30-40 hours. Probably go on sale again after a few weeks. You know what? I'm going to add this to my wish list because I've just bought like a whole lot of games in the winter sale as well. Oh, and thank you, Chanel, for saying that you love the mini PC on my screen as well. It's the one that I started using for I mean, I created it for shoutouts and realized that, hey, you know, I can use it for more things. So I now use it for everything. Like, for example, my favorite Suslord, Mate.
As long as he knows Tandas and Lelaki, yes. I know what is Tandas. I also know what is Pantat.
Matty, the polyglot. Or should I say the very cunning linguist? Chanel says that thanks to Chain Echoes, he bought 6 JRPGs from the winter sale. That's amazing. Okay, I think I bought like 5 or 6 games as well. Not all JRPGs though, but I did buy one from, I didn't even realize it was. I was following it. It was the Chinatown Detective Agency that it turns out to be a Singapore-based studio, I guess. And the game is based in Singapore, which is absolutely fabulous. But 250 hours of gameplay, I know. Goodbye to your social life indeed, Shadow. Yes, that's right, Matt. You are a very cunning linguist. Actually, is that shout out over? Can I give more? Okay, let me do. It's telling me only one can be active in time, so maybe the other one is still like the chat window thing.
Oh, I think because
Okay, stop now.
Okay.
So when you
Are they gonna be screen?
Wait.
What is that scream?
I
What is that
literally
scream?
was gonna
Why I
ask.
sound like so weird.
Is there gonna be screams? Because I heard Jaded's voice in there. What was that? Do you scream as well, or are all of your clips Jaded screaming? But okay, Shino, you're actually quite a bit.
That's never a good thing coming from you.
Ooh, who are you sassing in that clip, Shino? Okay, but Shino, you're actually taller than I am. And to Matty's point, I don't know if it's still around, but calling me out for the 6'2". No, it's a weird thing. I don't know why, but I feel as though above like 180 something, Singaporeans like to ask me, "Hey, you 6 foot ah?" Then I'm like, why are we talking about feet ah? As well. Chanel says that Disco Elysium is another one you think I'd like, but I probably heard of. I heard about Pentiment today too, which might suit me as well. Right, actually, let me look at those before I forget. Okay, no, okay, Disco Elysium I have heard of, but you're right. But you're also right that I don't actually have it on my wish list. It's 75% off. Oh no, Chanel, it's 75% off. It's $8.50. Okay, I'm adding that to cart. I don't even have time to play any of this Pentiment. Oh, Pentiment looks cute. Very cute. Okay, I don't need to buy Pentiment now. I'll add that to my wish list. You're so bad, Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium is so bad, you know. Okay, I've added Disco Elysium to my cart. I'll check out later. Chanel also says that, yeah, they saw Pentiment and to chant to myself, you bought 6 games, you bought 6 games, you bought 6 games. Mosan says you can't enter Steam. You'll go on a shopping spree every time you go into Steam. I know. You know what's an awful thing as well? Like, you probably can't see the details, but in the on-screen TV, but I have, this is just my Steam library. I've got 406 games. Only 153 have been played. 253 games have never been played. And this is just my Steam library, right? Like, I like old school games, which means that my good old games library and like all that other stuff, there are even more on there. It's awful. And like, one of the reasons why I wanted to stream, right, on Twitch was like, I got so many games I don't play. This will force me to play all those games, and it's kind of worked. But it works because I find out about new games from people on Twitch. Then I buy those new games and play those new games. Oh dear. Let me see. Momo-san earlier was acting coy, asking me, what is feed? Momo, you're not getting feed for free. I'll put a special redeem for that. Momo-san, you bought Elden Ring? Yeah, okay, y'all can play those games. Like, I have no coordination whatsoever. And Shino saw Dota 2. I am awful at playing Dota. I cannot play Dota. Some of my best friends play Dota, and I was in the UK, studying in the UK many years ago, and I was like, no, okay. So I used to play original Dota, like, you know, when it was like an expansion map, right? In Warcraft. And then when like Dota 2 came out, and there were all of these things, and I'm like, I can't play. I need to get back. My best friend plays Dota. He was back in Singapore. I was studying in the UK. And I was like, Dota will be a good way to like reconnect. You just hang out, you play Dota. So like, okay, let me practice, let me train. And I've done this a few times, right? Like even like last year or year before, I was like, okay, let me go and practice Dota, learn how to play it again. And I remember at one point, I was on a video call with them, or a voice call with them, first time playing Dota. I was like, how do you buy things from the shop? And his reply was, don't play Dota. So the only reason why I've got Dota 2 installed is because I use it to watch my friends play. So if I can't physically go over and hang out with them, I just like boot it up and I watch the games as well. It's good fun. And most of the time, I saw you playing that like difficult, well, it looked difficult, like a bang bang shoot kind of game as well. Most of the time I got my eye on you. Yes, I came back from the UK. I am in I'm in Asia as an Asian, you horrible person. Momo-san says that you have 45 in your wish list, 3 in cart, 68 games, and you played 13 games, 3 completed, 5 grinding undisciplined. What are the 3 games that you grind? Matt, can I bang bang shoot? I think I'll need you to show me how. Momo-san saying that no wonder that sexy voice accent. You don't come and try and turn it around now. Wait, Shano, have I tried looking at what star? Did you censor it yourself? It tells me how long it will take to finish my unplayed games. No, I haven't seen that as well. Okay, so you know most people to Momo-san comment about the accent and the voice. Do I have it automatically censored? It didn't trigger my... Did it? Wait. Let me go to the other window. Sorry. I've got too many windows open, y'all. No, I don't think it's my automod, is it? It didn't trigger automod. Like, it literally just puts as star. How long to be... Ooh, okay. I'll look at that. I'll look that up. Oh, maybe I don't have links turned on, I think. That might be it. Thank you for that, Momo-san. I'll go take a look at that. I'll be terrified of looking at it. Chrissy says, you just... Oh, you brought Snowy to go walking. No wonder you were gone. She caught a rat this evening. Wow. Is she meant to? Momo-san games that are grind friendly are Phasmo, Oxygen not included, StarCraft, 7 Days to Die, and Devour. At least 3 of those games are terrifying games, aren't they? I'm so glad I wasn't on your stream when you're playing them, Momo. Christy, you should bit the rats till they died? Wow. But okay, so what Momo-san was saying about the voice and all that, I think most of us, well, some of us at the very least, we don't like the sound of our voices when we hear it on playback. And that's because we hear a particular kind of version, right? So when you hear it through like a speaker, it sounds different. And I personally think that the voice y'all are hearing right now is awful. It's so bad. It sounds so nasally and high. And like, no, I wish y'all could hear what I'm hearing because it's a lot nicer, trust me. But it was back in school. So I did a media program in Poly before I went to uni. Yeah, Momo-san, of course you like your own voice. It's a gorgeous, like, you know, liquid gold, your voice. I really enjoy your voice as well. But yeah, so it was back in Poly, and it was a radio class. It was my first radio class, and after hearing that first exercise, because we record what we do in class and then we play back after, and we get critiques on it. And after hearing my voice that first time, I'm like, oh my god, this is awful. This is absolutely terrible. You know, I need to kind of like, you know, do something with my voice. So the next time I got onto the DJ console, I wanted to like just deepen my voice a little bit. I won't do it now, but when it started playing in that classroom after, it was so... I think I overdid it. It was so deep and just at the right like frequency that things in that room were vibrating. And then after it finished, after my voice stopped booming over the overhead speakers, there was just like silence in the room for a bit. And then my tutor looked at me and was like, what do you think you are, the voice of God? Let's see. Momo-san said next time I come into your stream, they would speak to me with an accent. All of us have accent. No. You have figured out how to wind me up, haven't you? Okay, go get your water for medication. Shino, yeah, I was kind of doing a Morgan Freeman impression. And that's the thing, huh? I've been speaking like this since Poly, okay? So Shino says that it will take 41 days and 7 hours to finish the games. Ooh. And that's not as bad as you thought. That's pretty bad, isn't it? What's the... okay. Yes, I did turn into a firebird, Christy. Yeah, 3 months straight. That is long, isn't it? I'm assuming I'll need to log into my Steam account on how long to beat. Oh no, I don't. What is my Steam vanity name? Is it that? Is that my Steam? It is, okay. Ta-ta-ta. Ah, nice. So my oh, we have another random owl fact redeemed by Christy. So here's a random owl fact. Owls mate for life and often use the same nest year after year. Well, owls may mate for life, but not if they have Matt Senpai teaching them. Within the realms of a sabbatical? No, but see, it's 3 months without... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so that's fine, right? Like maybe 3 months of, what, 12 hours a day? Playing? Okay, but Shano, my how long to beat, not within a sabbatical, it's 263 days and 6 hours. Oh lordy lord.
Voice effect redeemed.
Yes, it is pretty bad. I will need to retire. And especially hearing that gruff voice and all that, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games in there. And that's also the thing, that is just the one from my Steam library. What, Momo-san likes the
Gruff sound effect? Momo-san, what happened? Oh no, you prefer this voice? Oh, Shano, the Nuclear Limb streaming? Okay. No worries, I'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. Momo-san says that, oh, you prefer the gruff voice. Well, he says this is cuter. Which is? I know it's not me fishing for compliments. I just want to know which one you prefer, so I know what to put on for you. More of. This one that speaks to you right now. Okay. I'm glad to hear that at the very least, even though it sounds angmo. Okay, I'll need to get I'll need to get the hair sorted, and both in the picture but in real life, because my hair does kind of look like that at the top as well, which isn't great. But the stylist did give me a freaking cute wolf cut, which honestly I'm probably a bit too old for and I'm not cool enough for, but I absolutely freaking love it, right? Momo-san says, why am I so cute? I'm so cute because I've got the anonymity of the internet. I think that's also the thing where so in real life, I mean, okay, this is real life, but offline, like off the internet, is an interesting thing. I think that, given that I only have my voice as a means really to communicate with you, I feel like there's so much more emotion that I need to channel in this one instrument that it becomes a lot more animated than I otherwise am. So like when my close friends come onto stream, only some of them actually have my account, because I don't actually share it with them. A lot of times I just get so much shit from them. Okay, the highlight thing isn't working the way that I wanted it to. Yeah, that works a little better. All right, okay. I'll need to definitely fix this part of the hair. In real life as well, I need a haircut because I actually think my hair does look a little bit mad, like this one does. But okay, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I can live with that. I wouldn't make myself naked, but... Oh, I fudged up there, didn't I? All right, let's add a little skin. We all like a bit of skin, don't we? Does that work? Whoops. It does. But not quite the way we wanted it to. Okay. Let me hide that layer. And then we can just apply a nice little shadow, whoops, that trims down this area. Chrissy, you can get a shower? Enjoy your shower. Thanks for popping in. It was so nice seeing you. I'll catch you next time if I'm not around when you're back. See where's them lips at? That's actually pretty decent, I think. Can give myself a nice broad shoulders, which I actually do have really broad shoulders. And despite being Asian, which I very much am, I don't actually have a very Asian physique. I'm quite a big burly man, unfortunately. Not very cute at all. At least I can say my personality makes up for it. I've got a very charming personality. Okay, probably should get some clothes on though. Let's see. Also, if you are new here, Lurky McLurkison, you would have realized by now that I'm no artist. This is me simply learning how to do some pixel art. Give myself a bit of a cowl neck. Maybe that's kind of cute. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Oops. Can I hem that neckline? Light's coming from here, so I probably can afford to lighten that bit up. Interesting. Then I probably can add more shadow here as well. Yeah. Giving my face a lot more chisel than it actually has. But hey, that's the point of doing art of yourself, isn't it? Now, I didn't set out to actually try recreate myself in pixels, on pixel art, at the very least. But that's pretty cute. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that, I have to say. This was a nice refresher. Did manage to come in and do something pretty cute and sweet that way. I should have actually done the stop motion capture thing when I kind of figured that I wasn't following the tutorial anymore. Going off script. He's talking about hair. I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, I might pause that for this particular piece. He does look a little confused. Confused? Yeah, that's right. Well, more unamused. I don't think it reads very well as a small little icon. I don't think this makes a good emoji by any means. Emote? Do young people say emote or emoji? Emote. But maybe it's worth a shot. I should see whether it would work. Part of me does wanna actually explore with some. So I'm thinking that, I mean, portraits are pretty fun, right? They're pretty cute. But I was thinking that instead of and sorry that my avatar keeps frowning at y'all. I'm so sorry for that. Still haven't figured out why it does that. I don't know if it's this particular chicken that's an angry chicken more so than the other avatars. But I was thinking that actually I really enjoyed this. This was good fun. So thanks for hanging out with me. I was thinking that next time I might do like architecture. One of the things I really, when I first started pixel art, I was saying that I wanted to do like little pixel art. I won't say landscapes, right? But like architectural photography, like 7-pixel art of like shop houses, of like, yeah, of course, like the Katong style shop houses and all that. But actually like also places in Singapore, in Geylang, where I stay, which I absolutely love. There are some beautiful temples, just like snippets, bits and bobs of Singapore, as well as just like buildings and all that in general. There's some beautiful work out there that I would love to be able to do. Let's see if I can just like Google for some of it. Pixel art buildings. Yeah, like things like that. So pretty. But I'm also thinking like, so I can do like, you know, the top down kind of like a photo style, but can also make it like isometric, which I think will be super pretty. So yeah, I might actually do that next time. What do y'all think? Like, I think it's pretty easy to, for me at the very least, right, to kind of get like frustrated with like portraits and stuff like that. I was thinking that, or you know, using something like Midjourney to generate portraits that I try and recreate in pixel art, like characters and stuff in that way, which might be a fun way of doing things as well. But in any case, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been an absolute joy having you with me. I always say this, like, you know, I don't expect people to ever really be that entertained or amused when I'm doing pixel art, and I fully thought it would be like, you know, 25 minutes of silence and the rest of it me kind of like doing or like Pomodoro style kind of stuff. But I am glad that we chatted so much. So I'm not fully recovered, obviously, because I can feel my throat hating me for talking too much. But I couldn't not talk to y'all with absolute sweethearts like Momo-san and Matty and Shano and Christy, all in chat. RJ was here earlier as well, right? Bud was as well, and Bud actually guessed the rhyme today. You're very welcome, Matty. I can't wait for your next stream. I feel like your stream is a place where I can be as sussy as I want to be, and appreciate you for creating that safe, slightly moist environment for us. All right, let's send the love over, since I will need to go there anyway to take up my own modding duties, if I can find the damned window that I need to be on. Not that one, not that one. Why do I have too many windows? I got rhymes. You've got too many browser windows open. Like, just like in my brain, I've got too many windows open as well. Okay, there you go. Let's send the love over to the Neokalilims. These are amazing streamers. They're the ones who... Oh, and they seem to be doing a special... See, I'm such a terrible mod. I didn't even realize they were doing something special today. As well, but... Absolutely amazing to have had you here with me. And I'll catch y'all next time. Absolute babes, y'all are. Y'all are absolute babes. I deeply appreciate all of you. But till next time, I hope you have an amazing evening, day, or afternoon. We might be doing more pixel art. We might be doing more old school point and click indie retro games. So if you've been lurking, click follow. We always kind of do something random, indie, obscure, old in here. But we do try to make it always comfortable and fun. And they're always amazing people in chat, so you'll be in good company. Till then, all the love and take care. Bye-bye.